Hello everyone, welcome to NASCAR News Kid. The NASCAR Cup Series head to Darlington Raceway for the Southern 500, and wow, that looked like Mark Truex Jr. domination out there. We'll talk about Chase Briscoe picking up the win, playoff look heading into Worldwide Technology Raceway, bad pit stops all around, big issues, and where every single playoff driver is in the standings and where they finished this race, who had good and bad days. We'll talk about all that coming up in a few moments. Before we get to it, I'll remind you to hit that like button and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, you like NASCAR, you are in the right place. Anyway, let's just ditch the recap as we did last week. I think since it's the playoffs, we're just gonna do that for the rest of the season. Just hop right into the winner. Chase Briscoe picks up the Southern 500 win 2 years in a row. Leads 309 laps. Like I said, looked like Mark Truex Jr. domination out there, which was pretty insane. But go back. Last year, won with a dying Stewart-Haas team to make the playoffs. And took the lead with a power move to the lead in the final stage. This year, started second, got ahead on an early caution, which we'll talk about coming up a little later. Got ahead from an early caution ahead Denny Hamlin. Ran away with the lead, won stage 1, won stage 2, won the race, insane domination, led out 309 laps. Congratulations to that whole team. They deserve this second win of the season. Go back, they won Pocono, fuel mileage race, aero blocking, blah, blah, blah. But this race, actually, good speed. And it was domination. I loved it as a Briscoe fan. It was fantastic. I am in such a good mood because he won. But wow, 309 laps. That's like Mark Truex Jr., Kyle Larson type domination. And it needs to be celebrated, and NBC was showing graphics. Oh, if you lead over 200 laps, there's a good chance you won't win the Southern 500. Wow. But no, he led over 300 laps and won the race. And now, he had to go through many drivers, had to pass Denny Hamlin back, who passed him, I believe in stage 2, had to pass Denny Hamlin back for the lead. That showed just how much pace and how much talent that 19 car and driver had on Sunday night, and it was really incredible. And then later in the race, the final duel to the end, Tyler Reddick and Chase Briscoe. He held off Tyler Reddick, and people can say, oh, it's aero blocking. No. Now, that could have played a role, but it wasn't played, like, badly. Now, if you looked, in the early parts of the race, Briscoe could get out way out front. Like 3 seconds, 5 seconds, even 7 seconds at one point. He can get way out front from the rest of the field. In that final run, the farthest he got out was like a second and a half to Tyler Reddick. Just showed that he was not pushing it that hard. It seemed like they were playing the game, the save your equipment game, so then they can, you know, make Tyler Reddick use up his stuff, just aero blocking him, and they played it the smart way. James Small, Chase Briscoe, victory should be celebrated. Great job to that group. Just fantastic work. It's great to be a Briscoe fan right now, because I don't need to worry about him not making the round of 16, so I am really, really excited. Let's get to the top finishers right now. Like I said, Chase Briscoe finishes up the race, P1, he belonged there. Probably the most deserving winner. Now, it didn't come easy. Before we get to the rest of the top finishers here, it didn't come easy. Briscoe's team was thinking they were going to have a battery needed to be changed in the middle of the race. Alternator issues. They thought that would derail the night, but nope, it went away and luck played in their favor and helped them win the race. But he wasn't the only one battling issues. I mean, the driver chasing him down was having issues. Got involved in a in the first lap crash. Reddick started 4th. Josh Berry spun out, got too aggressive on lap 1, too aggressive on the setup, too aggressive for the driver. And Reddick got a donut in the side of his car, right near the exhaust, and they thought they were gonna have night over smoke in the cockpit early in the race. So it was definitely scary for both drivers. But they both came away unscathed, 2 playoff drivers battling for a spot in the round of 16 guaranteed. Chase Briscoe gets it, and I'm really happy for him. This team could go to the championship 4. You never know. They're being sneaky. And I would definitely be excited to see that. And Briscoe strong at Phoenix. If he can get to the championship 4, he's going to be a threat. That's for sure. Second, Tyler Reddick, like I said, battled issues, smoke in the cockpit, got that donut on the side of the car the rest of the way, but still threw everything at Chase Briscoe he could, just like Kyle Busch did a year ago when Briscoe was trying to run away with the lead and win. Reddick thought he'd get to Briscoe in the final turn, but slid up and missed him. But, I get you Tyler Reddick fans, still hasn't won this season. So that definitely stinks for those fans, but Briscoe fans are having the best time of their life right now. 3rd for Eric Jones, and 4th for John Hardy-Machek. This also needs to be celebrated. Legacy Motor Club did excellent. This race, the thing I love about this race is it shows who is really the best driver. Not the best car, but the best drivers. And you'll see that throughout this top 15 notables as we go through. Eric Jones, John Hardy-Machek needs to be celebrated. Jimmy Johnson even was excited, told his drivers, "Let's go, boys." That was incredible. And they finished 3rd and 4th, so great job by that team. Definitely showed the speed we need to see more often. If they're going to get 3rd charter, which is rumored, it could possibly happen, they need to show pace like this every single week. And though there's no track like Darlington left in the playoffs, these teams can definitely show something crazy. They were good at Kansas earlier this season. I think Legacy will definitely have a few more flashes of success this season nonetheless. 5th, the first non-Toyota, AJ Allmendinger. This also needs to be celebrated. Allmendinger was fast at Richmond a couple weeks back, had a pit stop issue, pit penalty, and something like that, and just slipped back from a good qualifying effort. I believe he qualified like 3rd at Richmond earlier this season. But still, it was the complete opposite. Did not qualify that great, but had a great finish, and they executed well. Great work by AJ Allmendinger. 6th for Bubba Wallace, yet another Toyota. 5 of the top 6 were Toyotas. Bubba Wallace, one of them. Great work, battled all night. Looked like he could compete with Chase Briscoe in the early going, but when the sun went down, his car went down. But still, solid top 10 for him. 7th for Denny Hamlin. Wow. This is disastrous for Denny Hamlin. Looked like he could kind of stay with Briscoe, but bad pit stop. That was just so painful, but I mean, it took out another competitor to go possibly get Chase Briscoe, so I guess I'm happy. But Denny Hamlin had a pit issue early in the going and fell back quite a bit. Never really got to rally back. It was kind of in like stage 2 and never got to rally back. Was fighting back all night long. So Hamlin, I believe he is highest of the drivers in playoff standings. By the way, we'll get to that in a few moments. Yes, he is highest in playoff standings that has not locked themselves into the round of 12. So not the worst, but not the best. Did not make it worse than it could have been for Denny Hamlin. 8th for Kyle Busch. Solid effort. Finished 2nd in this race last year. Just not doing good. Next track, Worldwide Tech. We'll talk about that in a video coming out later this week. He has been strong there. That was where his last win came. Maybe he can break that streak. 9th for Hocevar. Solid effort. Was pretty aggressive. Almost spun himself out in the early going, with Chris Buescher, and then spun himself out all by himself at turn 4 and caused a caution on lap 152. So Hocevar, not probably his best track, but solid effort, not the worst it could have been. 10th for Buescher, like I just mentioned, quiet. That's all I can say. 11th for Ross Chastain, solid effort, was top 5, qualified top 5, I believe, and was pretty much top 10 all night, so deserving finishing position, I guess. 12th for Cindric. He has been quiet. Now, people underrate him. I think I even underrated him in the playoff predictions video that just got released a little while ago, but Cindric, he is a true threat, and heading to Worldwide Tech next week where he has won, that could be pretty crazy. And with the momentum he has, I wouldn't be surprised if he wins next week. So definitely something to keep your eye on. Highest finishing Penske driver. We'll get to Penske in a few moments. 13th for Zane Smith, solid. 14th for Gregson. That needs to be celebrated. Quiet night. Was not really up there in the top 5, top 8, but from 20th to 9th. That was where Gregson was the whole race. So, not too bad. 15th for Brad Keselowski. Quiet night. Had an issue. Had to pit in the 22's box. Got a penalty. Had to make a pass through. Came back. Rallied back for a 15th finishing spot. So, not too bad. 17th for Chase Elliott. Now we're getting to the rest of the playoff drivers outside the top 15. Chase Elliott had the best average finish coming in through the Cup Series field. I'd be interested to see if he still holds that after Briscoe, who's been solid, passes him maybe, but Elliott still not the best, but not the worst. 18th for Blaney, got dumped, had a couple pit issues. Dumped, kind of got smushed in between Busch and Austin Dillon, got spun. So that was not good. But still, not the worst it could have been. 19th for Larson, kind of fell back after he had some damage. Was running around 10th to 5th, 5th to 10th this whole race, so fell back in the last run. 20th for Logano. They were off. Totally off. Logano even said it in his interview after the race. They were just off. And they were. They were 20th. Just the worst Penske driver, though 20th isn't bad if you think about a 3-car organization, but they were just not there. Logano won here before in Darlington, a spring Darlington race. He should be good. This is his best round. He's won at all 3 tracks in this round. He should be doing better, but Penske, maybe it's not this year that they will get better. I mean, it's an odd year, so probably won't win the championship, Joey Logano, but still, not there at all. Another driver not there, William Byron, dominated the spring Darlington race, did not win that race due to a bad pit stop late, I believe, and lost that race. 21st, just was not there at all, kind of like Joey Logano. 23rd for Austin Dillon, my 36 pick. Qualified 9th and fell back, had pit issues, strategy was not going their way, and strategy quite similar to Richmond in some ways, just did not work out for them though. 29th for Bell, whoa, it is just not good, a bad start to the playoffs for Christopher Bell. If he wants to win the championship, and I picked him to win the championship in my playoff predictions video, it's not looking good so far. And another driver who's not looking good, Bowman, strategy was not playing their way at all. 31st for him, 32nd for SVG as well. Tried some new things. I want to shout out to his crew chief for trying new things, as well as Bowman. They tried some new things, but just got trapped laps down, and just did not go their way. And 38, Josh Berry, like 100 and something laps down, finally got that repaired. Were running super slow, but they got the Xfinity fastest lap, which I thought was quite interesting because they were running slow on the racetrack, so I don't know. But Xfinity fastest lap for Josh Berry. Now let's look at playoff standings heading into Worldwide Tech. Briscoe is advanced first. Second for Denny Hamlin, plus 43. Third for Larson, plus 38. Fourth for Reddick, plus 35. Fifth for Bubba Wallace, plus 25. Sixth for Byron, also plus 25. Seventh for Blaney, plus 22nd. Eighth for Chastain, plus 21. Ninth for Cindric, plus 12. 10th for Bell, plus 11. And it's not looking good for him so far. 11th for Elliott, plus 9. 12th for Shane Van Gisbergen, plus 3 to the cut. And then under the cut, 13th for Logano, minus 3. 14th for Austin Dillon, minus 8. 15th for Alex Bowman, minus 19. And as well, minus 19, Josh Berry in 16th. Crashed out of this race, which was not good for him at all. Now, another thing that's not good for me, though I'm very happy with the Chase Briscoe win, 36-4, 36-wise, I am not looking good. I think I'm over 100 points back from my brother again. I picked Austin Dillon, my brother picked Eric Jones. It looked good in qualifying, where Austin Dillon qualified 9th and Jones qualified like 18th, but just not good. Austin Dillon got me 14 points, and Jones got my brother 42 points. Why, Austin Dillon? Why? Why can't you get me points? So my brother gains 28 points. Final standings as of now, I have 596 points, and my brother has 701. So yeah, I'm over 100 points back. It's not looking good for me, but with how my picks are shaped up, I think I can still win it. I have confidence. I think we can still win this. And, pressure's building. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Thank you all so much for watching. If you stayed till the end, I thank you so much. Thank you to all the channel supporters, subscribers, likers, whatever you do to help the channel. You guys are the best. And until next time, I guess see you during the week before Worldwide Technology Raceway. Bye, everyone.